Your brain is a universe. Inside your skull, there are two separate yet connected hemispheres. Think of them as two distinct worlds, two different personalities, living side by side. They are the left brain, the right brain. Each one processes information in its own unique way. They do not compete. Instead, they collaborate. This beautiful partnership lets you experience life's richness. It is a dance of two halves, creating the whole of your consciousness, your thoughts, your feelings. Without both, perception would be incomplete and profoundly different. These two halves are in constant communication. A thick bundle of nerve fibers, the corpus callosum, acts as a superhighway. Information zips back and forth, integrating different skills. One side might notice a detail, the other sees how it fits the bigger picture. One might analyze logically, the other intuits creatively. This dialogue is the foundation of our ability to think, reason, feel, act in the world. It is a symphony of neural activity behind your eyes. Let's talk about these two different personalities. Your left hemisphere is the part of you that loves order and details. It is linear and methodical. It thinks in language. It is the part of your brain that helps you make a grocery list. It helps you follow a recipe. It helps you balance your checkbook. It is concerned with the past and the future, organizing your experiences into a neat timeline. This is your inner accountant, the one who keeps track of the facts and figures. It is the voice that narrates your life story, putting words to your experiences and organizing them into a coherent sequence. Your right hemisphere, on the other hand, is all about the big picture. It lives completely in the present moment. It thinks in pictures and experiences, not words. This is your inner artist, the one who feels the warmth of the sun on your skin. It gets lost in a piece of music. It feels a sense of connection to the world around you. It is creative. It is intuitive. It is emotional. It doesn't care about the details of yesterday or the plans for tomorrow. It is focused entirely on the rich sensory experience of the here and now, a state of being that is pure energy and flow. These two sides have very different jobs. When you are learning a new skill, like playing the guitar, your left brain helps you understand the instructions. It breaks down the process into small, manageable steps. Place this finger here, strum this string. But when you finally play a song beautifully, losing yourself in the melody, you have shifted into your right brain. You are no longer thinking about the individual notes. You are feeling the music as a whole. Both sides are essential for mastery, for moving from conscious effort to effortless flow. Here is where things get even more interesting. Your brain is wired to your body in a crossed pattern. The left brain hemisphere controls the right side of your body. The right brain hemisphere controls the left side of your body. When you decide to pick up a pen with your right hand, that command originates in your left brain. When you take a step with your left foot, that instruction comes from your right brain. It is a fascinating and fundamental aspect of our neuroanatomy. This connection is not just about movement. It extends to sensation as well. A touch on your left shoulder is first processed by your right hemisphere. A sound entering your right ear is primarily sent to your left hemisphere for language processing. Your entire experience of the physical world is filtered through this crossed neural wiring, a constant back and forth between body and brain. This contralateral connection is a powerful pathway. It means that the things we do with our bodies can directly influence which side of our brain is more engaged. Our dominant hand continually stimulates its partner hemisphere, making those pathways stronger. Because of this wiring, your two hands are like keys to two different rooms in your mind. Your right hand is the key to the analytical, detail-oriented room of the left brain. Your left hand is the key to the creative, present-moment room of the right brain. Most of us use just one key. But what if we consciously chose to use the other key? What if we decided to open the door to that other room? This simple shift in physical action could be a profound invitation for a shift in consciousness. Now, it is important that we address some common beliefs about the brain. For a long time, people talked about being left-brained or right-brained as if we were one or the other. You have probably heard it before. Creative people were labeled right-brained. Artistic people were labeled right-brained. Logical people were called left-brained. Analytical people were called left-brained. This idea became very popular. It contains a kernel of truth about specialized functions, but the reality is much more nuanced and interconnected. You are not one or the other, you are both. The idea of being strictly dominated by one hemisphere is largely a myth. Modern brain imaging shows us that even simple tasks require communication and collaboration between both sides. When you listen to a story, your left brain processes the words and grammar. Your right brain processes the emotional tone and context. You need both to fully understand the meaning. The brain is not a divided kingdom with a wall down the middle. It is a dynamic, integrated network where both sides are constantly working in concert. So, while certain functions are centered in one hemisphere, they are not exclusive to it. The left brain is the primary center for language. The right brain understands metaphor and humor. The right brain is the primary center for spatial awareness, but the left brain helps you follow a map by reading street names. The idea of a strict division is outdated. Instead, think of it as a partnership where each side has its specialties, but they always consult with each other to create a complete experience of the world. This understanding is empowering. Our habits, both personal and cultural, play a huge role in which side of our brain we tend to favor. From the moment we are born, we begin to form patterns. Think about which hand you use to brush your teeth, hold your phone, or stir your coffee. For most people, it is the right hand. This is not a conscious decision every time. It is a deeply ingrained habit. Over years and decades, these small, repeated actions create very strong and efficient neural pathways in our left hemisphere, making it our default mode of operation. Our culture reinforces these habits on a grand scale. We live in a world that overwhelmingly favors the right hand: desks, scissors, can openers, keyboard layout. This creates pressure to use our right hand, strengthening its connection to the left brain. This is not a conspiracy. It is simply the result of a world built by and for the right-handed majority. But it has a real effect on our neurology, encouraging the skills of the left brain, such as logic, sequence, order. Consider the language we use. We say someone is our right-hand man to mean they are reliable and essential. We talk about having two left feet when someone is clumsy. These phrases reflect a deep cultural bias. Being right is associated with being correct, proper, good. Being left, from the Latin word sinister, has historically been associated with being awkward, unlucky, or even evil. These cultural attitudes have influenced how we treat handedness. This is not to say the left brain is bad or our culture is wrong. The skills of the left hemisphere are incredibly valuable. They let us build cities, develop science, create the ordered society we live in. They are essential for our survival and progress. However, it is worth asking if we have created an imbalance. In our rush to be productive, organized, and efficient, have we neglected the wisdom of our right brain? Have we forgotten how to simply be present, to feel deeply, and to connect in a non-linear, intuitive way? Well, it's worth thinking about. Let's look at this right-hand dominance, especially in our spiritual or communal practices. Think about a church service. Think about a courtroom. Think about a pledge of allegiance. What do people do? They raise their right hand. When a preacher delivers a powerful sermon, they often gesture with their right hand. This act of raising the right hand to swear an oath or to signify agreement is a symbolic gesture repeated across cultures. It is a physical manifestation of commitment, truth, conviction. When we raise our right hand, we engage the left brain. We're tapping the part tied to language, order, law, judgment. That fits these contexts. Swearing an oath is a verbal contract. You're using the language processing, rule-following part of your mind. The physical act of the right hand reinforces the mental and emotional state. It aligns the body with left hemisphere functions. This tradition is ancient and embedded in our collective psyche. It signals rational thought and societal agreement. We're aligning with the established order. But what about the other side? What about faith or connection that transcends words and laws? The feeling of awe, unity, being part of something larger than yourself, that's right brain territory. Many profound mystical experiences sought in these practices are rooted in the right hemisphere. Are we unintentionally sidelining the part of the brain most attuned to those experiences? So, what can we do? How can we create more balance? How can we consciously step out of our left brain dominant habits and explore the world of the right brain? The invitation is surprisingly simple. It does not require expensive equipment or years of training. It requires a small, intentional shift in your physical habits. The proposal is this: begin to use your left hand for simple, non-demanding tasks. By doing so, you will begin to gently activate your right hemisphere. You will be using that other key to open that other door. A wonderful place to start is during moments of quiet reflection, meditation, prayer. These are times when you are already trying to quiet the chattering narrator of the left brain and sink into a more present, experiential state. In these moments, instead of clasping your hands in your usual way, try placing your left hand on top of your right. Or, if your practice involves a gesture, try performing it with your left hand. Feel the difference. Notice the shift in sensation. You can also bring this practice into your daily life. Try stirring your morning tea with your left hand. Try brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand. It will feel awkward at first. Your movements will be clumsy and slow. This is good. That feeling of awkwardness is the feeling of your brain forging new neural pathways. You are literally waking up a part of your mind that has been dormant. Be patient and curious. Don't judge your performance. Simply observe the sensation of doing something familiar in a completely new way. When you begin this practice, the first thing you will notice is how strange it feels. Using your left hand for a task you've always done with your right can feel inefficient and clumsy. Your brain will resist. The little voice of your left hemisphere might say, "This is silly. This is too slow. Just switch back so we can get this done." This is your brain's efficiency expert trying to keep you on the well-worn path. Your job is to gently ignore that voice and stay with the new sensation. Acknowledge the discomfort as a sign that change is happening. As you continue, you might notice a shift in your perception. Because you have to slow down and pay more attention, you might find yourself more present in the activity. Brushing your teeth with your left hand is no longer an automatic action. It is a mindful experience. You are fully there, feeling the bristles, noticing the movement. This is the gift of beginner's mind. By disrupting the habit, you are forced out of autopilot and into the present moment, the native territory of your right brain. You may also become more aware of the two distinct voices in your head. You can more clearly identify the judgmental, planning voice of the left brain and the quiet, observant presence of the right. By intentionally activating the right hemisphere through the use of your left hand, you give its perspective more weight. It might feel like you are turning down the volume on your inner critic and turning up the volume on your inner peace. This can lead to calm, to feeling more connected to your body and surroundings. Over time, this practice can lead to a more integrated sense of self. You are not abandoning your left brain. You are inviting your right brain to be a more active participant. The human brain is the most magnificent structure in the known universe, and it can change throughout your entire life. Neuroplasticity is a gift. You are not fixed. You are not stuck in current habits and thought patterns. You are the architect of your own neural landscape. You have the power to reshape it, build new bridges, forge new pathways, create more balance within your consciousness. You can choose who you want to be. The journey needn't begin with a grand gesture. It can start with one small, simple act. Pick up your toothbrush with your other hand. Clasp your hands in a new way during a quiet moment. This isn't just a physical trick, it's a statement of intent. Tell your brain, tell your body, tell the universe you're ready to explore your fullness. Embrace the analytical, embrace the intuitive, embrace the linear, embrace the holistic. Try it. Just for today, choose one simple task. Perform it with your non-dominant hand, not as a chore, but as an experiment, with curiosity and play. What do you feel? What do you notice? What shifts when you shift your hand? There is no right or wrong, only your experience. Pay attention. This simple act is a doorway to deeper self-understanding, to the incredible two-sided brain you inhabit. This is hopeful. Change is possible. Balance is achievable. A deeper connection to the present waits for you.